game between क्या team का नाम? What are the name of the teams again? I
So the
forgot.
teams are Frozen
Apex United.
Matrix and Apes United. So Frozen Matrix is on the blue
Yeah,
side and Apes is on the red side. So we're a bit late because Jam Selected started a bit early.
yeah. Could you please send me the link? Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna paste the link on Discord. You can go paste it from the Facebook.
Okay, I will do that.
All right. The first pick and ban phase is over. They have banned the Darius, and the blue team has taken Warwick out of Obsidian Frost.
Think what I could offer.
Cassiopeia has been taken out from Judgment. Cut. Wait, so Jay-Z is not playing on blue side, right?
Yeah, so Jay-Z had sort of like a last minute issue come up and they had to substitute him out.
Okay.
So Team Frozen Matrix is playing Mini Pixie instead. I'm not 100% sure what this player is about. Maybe you can give me some insight on him.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go somewhere. Okay, Musa is playing on Jax. Lich is playing on Malzahar. I don't know if Lich is jungling or Lich is. Malzahar is very comfortable champ for Mr. Lich. Let's see what he do on that.
Yeah, I did talk to Frankie for a brief second before the start of this game, and he did say that they were most probably going to put Lich on jungle. Um,
Oh, so Judgment is playing on like middle.
yeah.
Did you share it with the community? Swain has been taken on blue side. Wait, what? Stream crashed or what? Hold on.
Yeah, I had a bit of an audio issue there. We're having a bit
Oh,
of audio issues because I had to change my stream setup a little bit, and because I was casting myself, so I had to capture my own voice, which made a lot of things break. So I'm just trying to put out 10 fires at the same time. But we are getting into the
it's
first
okay.
game.
Shit happens. Yeah, we're almost getting in the game. Like, we still have to wait for the 3 minutes though.
Yeah, we do have to wait for the 3 minutes, but I guess this gives us a little bit of time to talk about the draft because we didn't really talk about
Yeah,
the
you can.
draft while the pick and bans were going on. So, blue
Yeah,
side
sure.
banned Sivir and picked Yumi Ezreal. So picking Yumi Ezreal, generally you pick Yumi with Sivir because that's like a really, really horrible combo that you can use to shove in the wave and then also have like really good survivability in lane because Sivir just pushes in.
Yeah. Bigger, can you wait for a minute? Like, I have to be right back.
Yeah, sure,
Like,
no worries.
you handle it alone for a while. I'll be right.
No worries. Mordekaiser ended up getting picked. Wayne, I guess Wayne is a little bit of a contested pick in this draft because multiple people play it. And then we have Zillion for the survivability of the Wayne. It's gonna be a fun game. So, we're going to wait for the spectator delay and wait for the loading screen, and we'll be back after the loading screen is complete. See you guys in a bit.
to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Hello, I'm here. Sorry.
Alright, we are back with the game.
Hey, the game just started. I'm back on point.
Yep, just started.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we have here? Are we looking for an invade or no? Just defending
Doesn't
position.
look like it. Both teams are just in defensive positions. So some people were talking about
Yeah,
Swain.
even
Some people were talking about Swain in the chat. So Swain went through a couple of changes in the patch.
I have no idea though. I didn't hear about swing changes recently. I didn't even bother reading the patch notes. Oh my god, I heard it was a big one.
Yeah, amazing. We have two people who don't even
You know,
read the patches.
I only read about the champions that I play, and that's it. Like I only saw
Uh,
the Jin changes, and that was it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure some of his ultimate things got changed around. He gets shards a bit
Yeah, his
differently.
his his W changed. Wait, who? What you're talking about, Swain?
Swain, yeah.
Okay. So, I'm still not sure. Manny is a pretty mean Swain. I think you can still pull it off. It doesn't matter the changes. You can still do wonders with your champion if you're comfortable at.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, like Frankie just lost 3 minions. You
Yeah,
know, things happen.
exactly.
He lost 4. Wait,
Oh
no.
no, he got
Yeah, he
fourth
lost 3
one.
of them.
Nice, he got fourth one.
He got the 4th one. Yay. I'm still not sure about the Yumi and Ezreal pick. I'm not sure what they're gonna do against
Yeah,
Nami and Vayne.
it was
I
sort
think
of
that they're
weird
going for
because
sustain.
yeah, it was sort of weird because they banned out the Sivir in jump select, and Sivir Yumi has been one of
Yeah,
those
and then they
combos
picked
that
then they picked Vayne, Yumi. I
yeah.
wasn't. Well, let's see what they pull it off. My internet is pretty laggy right now.
Oh, it sucks. Someone says turn off arcade mode. Well, arcade mode is fun, isn't it? You can turn off arcade mode if you want.
Yeah, it was fun.
What does it
Um,
say? Interface.
I think
Uh,
it's in the game.
maybe. Nope,
No, it's
doesn't
not.
look like it. Video? Oh yeah,
Just a.
disable arcade map accents. Oop, that's gonna lag it for a second. There you go.
There you go. Classic map. So boring. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, Anubis is a clean Zillion. I've seen his Zillion and I kind of like that.
Yeah, and the Zillion with the Vayne late game. Oh, Marty gets.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
what
he
was
got
that
flash and
flash?
oh,
Oh, what was that
hey, it was worth
flash?
it. It was worth it. What is he? What?
What's going
I
on
I
here?
I have seen Musa play. I will tell you something. I've seen him play with me. He always flashes and Qs or even E after his E is gone. He flashes after the E stuns is gone. And I'm not sure why does he do that. He even had ward there.
That
Mahdi
was
is
an
going for the kill.
interesting set of plays. Looks like Hecarim is here. They might get a
Hector is
counter
there
kill
again.
here. Ooh, Mordekaiser almost turns that around.
Mr. Lich's hacker rim is popping off.
Looks like it.
Can you
Heck,
hear me properly or is there some distortion?
no, I can hear you pretty perfectly. Is there distortion in my
Okay.
voice?
No, it's clear.
Okay.
I just want to see Wayne. Like I've heard about him that he's a pretty good Wayne, so I want to see how he plays Wayne. Maybe I can learn a thing or two from him.
Yeah, and Vayne is set up pretty well for success in this game as well, because she has like an enchanter in her lane who's going to be building Ardent Sensor, and then she also has the Zillion ult for later in the game.
Yeah.
So it should be a Vayne pop-up game. It's like a bubble is going to miss.
There's a huge goal difference already, and we're 5 minutes in the game. They have 1.4k lead,
Yeah,
which
I
is
wonder where
huge
that lead
at this
is.
point.
It's mostly on the Hecarim, I believe. Yeah, it's mostly on the Hecarim.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's on the top and bottom.
and
No,
top and
top and
jungle.
jungle. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have like I would say that it is not as much big lead in jungle as it is on the top lane.
yeah.
He has like 2 assists and 1 kill, so
And plus he has
maybe
150
because he
bounty
managed
as
to
well.
kill. Yeah, he managed to kill Mordekaiser alone, so that was it. So you were saying that Swain is nerfed, and I would say that Mordekaiser is more nerfed.
Mordekaiser is nerfed. I'm not saying Swain is nerfed. Swain was changed a lot, and I believe he's
And
actually
Manny is
more
going
powerful
in
now.
on Manny. I think he will get secure the kill right now, right away.
Yeah, Maddie I think just gave up right now.
Yeah, he can't do anything. He's not even level 6. I
Yeah,
think
he's
he
not
will
even
end up giving the
6.
kill to Manny.
Yeah.
Manny misses the thingy. I don't even know if it is.
I'm not sure what happened there because Swain hit level 6 before Mordekaiser did. I guess they should have been able to figure that out, that Swain was going to hit 6 first, but I guess they didn't. Looks like Jax is getting a good CS advantage over Hecarim because Hecarim has been focusing more on ganking.
I think he can still manage to do something on the game even if he outfarms the jungle.
Yeah, because
Jack's farm
obviously
is
it's
very
Jax.
dangerous. Like
Yeah,
he all he has to do is get the CDR and damage with a little bit of attack speed, and you're unstoppable in Jax.
yep.
Vayne is going for the Ruin Blade first item.
So red side scaling is something that can save them because they have Vayne and
Yeah,
Jax, and
red sized scaling is horrible. Like they can pull the game around.
absolutely. It's going to be on the blue side on Frozen Matrix to be able to close out this game as quickly as possible with the lead that they've accrued in the early game.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was thinking. Like Frozen Mac Risk is not some team that will throw out their lead like that. If they have a 4-0 lead, they will make sure that they will win the game.
yep, it will mostly depend upon the mid-game macro and how they play around major objectives such as Baron and Dragons. The first
Yeah,
Dragon
we
is
will see
just in the
about that.
ocean, so we're not looking at teams putting too much priority on it.
Even though Mr. Leach is doing it and making it a priority.
Yeah, both teams don't really want to go for the ocean too much.
Bot lane is like a top lane right now. They're playing the chess game with just farming and farming and farming. Meanwhile, top lane is like bot lane. They're going for the engages, kills, and whatnot.
Yeah, and I guess this plays a bit more into Wayne's favor because Wayne wants to get her like
Yeah,
2 items, 3 items and scale up.
Jack's ganking Swain. I think many will manage to get out of it because he has flash.
There's a TP
But we
coming in
will see
from
what happens.
Malzahar.
There you go. Turned around the fight. Brilliant outplay
Very good
with the
TP from
TP.
Malzahar. There's a dive
Yeah, what
happening in
kind
the
of game?
bot
Okay.
lane. Good flash from Nami. Oh no, there was no actual
Ezreal,
flash from Nami
Ezreal also
actually.
uses flash.
Yeah, Ezreal had to use his flash. And now he's sort of stuck.
I think
Wayne
he,
can
I think
condemn.
he is stuck out there.
Ooh, maybe Wayne didn't have condemn cooldown
Ooh,
there.
he managed to E out of it.
Yeah. If Vayne had condemn cooldown there, I think Ezreal was dead. But I guess she didn't have the cooldown for it.
Yeah, she used it with the hacker.
Yep. This Swain is absolutely destroying the Mordekaiser here. There's an almost double CS advantage there.
Yeah, almost double. And he is recalling, so definitely top lane turret is going down. But he has TP, so I think he will. Maybe not this time. I'm not sure what he will actually do.
Ooh, that was a really nice flash from Shozi.
Yeah, that was really nice. Like, but I think Shodi could have outplayed that,
Could he have?
or maybe he respected the champion. I
Yeah,
don't know.
honestly, Hecarim, when he starts getting his Qs on you and when he starts to like
Yeah,
charge up
landing the
his
kills. Yeah,
though this is not a Conqueror Hecarim because Conqueror Hecarim is like really scary in that respect. He gets his Qs
I've
on you and
always
charges
seen
up his
Lich. Like I
Conqueror.
have seen Lich mostly play on Predator. He likes to play it that way. He gets more gank potential, and with the speed, with the boost, I think that is better in this team fight right now. Like they don't have any tanks, else than Mordekaiser till late game. So all he has to do is rush in on them, tower dive them, and he can easily get a kill out of one,
That's
at
true.
least one or two out of them.
That's true.
So
He's also gone for the Moby Boots early, so he's really, really mobile.
yeah, that is a great advantage. Many is just diving on Mordekaiser. We can see Jax coming on top and there's gank incoming. Let's see how this one goes.
Swain can actually 2v1 this.
I'm not sure.
Ooh, Hecarim
Oh,
comes
there's a
in
counter gank.
and
Akarin
oh,
saves the day.
that was an interesting Hecarim ult, but
Brilliant,
we'll give it to that.
brilliant counter ganks from
That was
Frozen
a really
Matrix.
good counter gank.
Yeah, true. They're not giving any chance to lose the
Vayne goes
lane
into
from.
her ult. Ezreal is
Oh, that
out
was a
with the
good
Yuumi
engage,
ult.
but easy disengage from easy. Easy disengage from easy. What did I do there?
Yeah, Ezreal Yuumi is like the pinnacle of safe lanes.
That's what I said. You cannot win the lane with that kind of comp. All you have to do is be like just farm, 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 farm. But with Ezreal sides, it's good for them. They're not their team is winning, so they do not have to take any kills or anything. All they gotta do is play safe and let their team do the rest. We can see Malzahar moving on bot. Is this a potential gank? He does have his R. He does have his flash. Let's see what he does.
Jax is on vision, stealing
Vayne,
away the blue buff.
Vayne goes back. Frozen does Herald.
Herald will go
Yeah, I think
down.
at this point it is pretty much over for
They could have used the
Apes
Herald
United.
right there in the mid lane to get extra plates, but I guess they didn't want to use it for the plates.
A summoner has disconnected.
On middle
Yeah, since it's 13
for the
minutes, you
plates.
still have a minute on the
Yeah,
plates, so they could have used it on the plates there.
they already have like 4,000 gold lead. So let's see.
Yeah, I guess that's
Hopefully they
true.
manage to keep it up.
We do have a pause. Looks like the Malzahar DC'd, and the pause is resumed.
Back. Pause is back. So what are your views on this game? Are you on the blue side or red side? What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure how good the blue side is with respect to their mid-game rotations and macro. They're obviously really good individual players, but and we see a counter gank in the mid lane again. This Hecarim has been everywhere for the counter ganks.
That's what I was saying. Lich is very mean when he plays Hecarim. He does not respect who you are and what you're playing. He will just go on it. Meanwhile, Vayne and Nami tries to outplay, but Yumi's heals are horrible.
It
Holy
does end up
damn.
being a 1 for 2, but does
Yeah,
look
the
like
heals
blue
are
team is
horrible.
winning in every lane.
Red team's
They
turret
still
has
have
been
the Herald on the top laner, so they can even go for like one of these tier 2 turrets. They probably want to get control of one side of the enemy jungle and then set up for one of these side lane tier 2 turrets.
Stalker, you can come and cast. You're always welcome. I would love to hear your Inglando. I'm still not sure about the Team Red side.
I think at this point we have a 7k goal lead at 15 minutes. I think it's pretty much over. It'll take like a really big throw from blue side in order for the red side to come back into this game. And Swain gets another kill. We have another fight going on in the bot lane. And another kill for the Hecarim. That top side snowballed so hard this game. The Zillion is just trying to waste some time. But they end up giving up 2 kills.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, so I think this is pretty much over with.
Yep, with the advantage that blue side has right now, it's almost a 10k goal
They have
lead
a lot
at
of advantage.
16
They have like,
minutes.
yeah, the 10 kills.
This is
This is
like,
pretty huge. I
this
think
is
they should.
almost unrecoverable. Unless they throw really, really hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure that at this point they can even win from this tie. I'm
Yeah,
really not sure about that. Well, is it best of three?
yeah, it is a best of three, so Apes United would be looking
Okay,
towards their second game and trying to
okay,
figure out a plan to beat Frozen Matrix.
okay then. Maybe they can give us a hope of winning in the next game, but this game is just on the blue side.
Yep. Yeah, and someone in chat is talking about that apes are not stretching this game, and that's true. They should be trying to look for stalling plays and just to try and extend the duration of the game so that they can try and get their items and try to scale, but they've been
I
trying to
don't
look
think
for
at this point they
fights.
can even
Yeah,
farm. They just
at
are
this
getting
point it's
shitted
sort of
on.
over, but before this, like they made a bunch of plays which were like proactive plays when they should have been trying to look
Yeah,
for
I would agree
just
with
to
that.
stall the game out. Oh, it's actually patch 9.14. It's wrong on the stream.
Why did you write 9.13?
Oh, because it was written that way in the last stream, so I
Oh
just
yeah,
didn't
the last one.
get around to changing it.
Yeah, we should do that. It's okay.
It's the buggy patch, but I guess Riot did release a hotfix for it last night,
I'm
so a bunch of the bugs are
ever since
fixed.
they made let TFT out, it has been buggy all the time. It's the same like Clash. When they released Clash, it was so buggy. Like I don't know, like 9 to 10 million people were playing at the same time on the same game, and it just ruined the servers. We can see a double gang coming up on Malzahar, and he will go down.
Looks like
Swain
it.
comes for the rescue. Swain comes for the rescue. I think Swain will die this time, but I'm not sure what will. We can see a TP coming from Azrael. Yeah, the team fight has turned. Good R from Azrael. It's funny
Good
how I don't even remember the
Sonyas.
name of the. Yeah, it's just clean sweep. Can Vayne do a 3v1 with one item?
Like
I'm
for
not sure
example,
she can do
right
that.
here, the red team tried to look for a proactive play onto the Malzahar, um, when they could have been trying to stall it out. Just stay under their inhibitor turrets and try and wave clear as much as possible. Though I guess they don't have a bunch
Yeah,
of
we just.
wave clear either. But at this point, I guess it's
I
sort
think
of doomed.
yeah, it's pretty much over, and we should be getting to the next game as soon as possible. But I think it's 19 minutes right now, and maybe Red Team have something in their mind, something going on that we can still do this, we can come out of this, but I don't think that they can.
Yeah, Frozen Matrix is probably going to look for a Baron as soon as it spawns, and then they're going to look for these other two inhibitors.
Yeah, and then they will get an easy one out of Apes United. So here's a storm going on, and my internet is very laggy right now, and I'm still managing to do it somehow. I don't think
Well,
I will cost next game.
well, we can try and find like a substitute caster. I'll
Yeah, I
post
think
on the
Noman will be back.
group. We'll see if Naman can come in.
Yeah. What games? What other games do we have today? Like, which other team besides these two?
So let me just look it up. Uh, so we have this game going on right now, and then we have Spiritus versus Noob Alliance. That is going to
Spiritus with the
start
New Alliance.
at
Oh, okay.
that's
I
going to
would
start
love
at
to see.
8 p.m. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to stream that.
Why not?
Well, mostly because of the lack of resources. Obviously, we only have one streamer, and unless this game like ends by then, and then we can switch over to that match while it's starting.
Are you busy or something?
No, not really, but we'll see how long this game takes. Whether it goes to a game three or looks
I
like
would
another team fight
love
is
to
going
pause
on.
that game. Yeah. This is pretty much one-sided, as you can see. Manny is like in the middle of three people, and there are just he's just
Yeah, they're tower
unstoppable.
diving. Like,
He is tanking the turret. He is
yeah.
tanking three people, and he's still not dying. And someone was saying that fight and that game is in the favor of Mark. Like, there you go.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Can they kill her? Yeah, they can.
Uh,
And he takes away the last kill. So, guys, this is a horrible, horrible game
and it
from one
actually
side.
a surrender at the very end.
Well, it was about time they realized that it was over for them. Anyhow, I think we should stream the game number two next.
So
The
the game number
spirituous
two
one.
doesn't actually start until 8 p.m.
Yeah, I will let you know because that game is going to be fun. I want to see New Alliance versus Spirituous. They're like
Yeah, so we'll most
very
probably
interesting.
stream that once this game is over. Just switch over to that
Yeah.
stream. Looks like Farzad is not available for the 7 p.m. game. Let's take a look at the damages. Oh, look at that Swain damage.
I told you,
17,000
Swain,
damage.
Swain just won the game for that time.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was pretty one-sided.
Yep. The Mordekaiser
All right.
had a bunch of stuff go wrong in lane, and then he managed to do almost as much damage as the Nami, so that sort of sucks.
Yeah, that's where it went wrong for them.
All right, so I guess this is it for the first game. We'll be back in a few for the second game of this series, and then later on we'll have our second series.
Yep. So see you guys in a minute or whenever it starts.
Yeah, it's most probably going to be like 5 or 10 minutes, but
Yeah,
we'll let you
that's
know.
why I said a minute or whenever it goes. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in. Take care, everyone.
welcome back to the Pakistan LCS knockout stage. We're sponsored by Mohammad Jamil and Talha Tahir. Thank you very much to our sponsors for sponsoring this tournament and for providing all the prizes that are going to be going out to the winners of the tournament. And we're here now for game two between Frozen Matrix and Apes United. Apes are now going to be on the blue side. I'm joined now with by Tempest. Tempest, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. I'm also the second caster who's no one's ever seen before, so hello everyone. I'm going to be casting this game for once.
Yay, we have a new
Also,
caster.
before anything, go link this stream to everyone you know. I don't care if it's your cousin or your mother on WhatsApp. Just link it. Spread the word,
Yeah,
please. If
it's a good stream. Tell them to
you want
come
more
watch.
viewers. Uh, Anyways, so let's actually kind of look at the players here. So we had a very interesting game one, and by interesting, I mean it was kind of a very heavy stomp, which was really favored on Frozen Matrix's side. So
Yeah,
there could be multiple factors, like a very heavy snowball, but for game two, uh, Big B, do you think there's any chance for Apes after that game one, any chance for Apes to maybe have a longer game this time?
yeah.
Or even a comeback?
What I saw in the game one was that Apes picked for a really late game type of comp. They picked a lot of scaling, and then they ended up actually not trying to stall the game out to get their scaling into play. Um, so it was really weird the way they actually played the game out, and I'm not sure if they should just go for like a more early game team comp and just try to play it that way, because I'm not 100% sure what their normal play style is, because obviously teams have their own personal play styles and their own personal preferences. So I'm not sure if this team is going to always go for that late game sort of team comp, but I'm sort of curious as to what you think. What sort of team comps are actually good in this meta right now?
Well, generally speaking, if you look at the current meta, games generally don't last longer than 30 minutes, right? At least in higher ELOs.
Yeah.
And so you can't really draft for very late game anymore, in my opinion, with like Jax and Wayne and stuff. Like, yes, Wayne becomes kind of strong mid game, but you have to really capitalize on that power spike, right? With Gwynceus and stuff. So teams have to, in this meta at least, be prepared to have a answer for like early to mid game at least, because you can't really play for late game anymore.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess in the first game, Apes also got sort of rolled on the top side with the Mordekaiser versus Swain matchup. Um, I guess they would want to ban out the Swain this time, but they may have like a counter pick strategy for the Swain. I believe in the new patches, stuff like Gled is really strong because they added a bunch of stuff to his. Well, they added healing reduction to his kit that makes him really
Yeah,
strong into healing tanks.
yeah,
Yep.
that actually makes him really strong into most of his losing matchups, especially against people who use Grasp of the Undying. But
Yeah, we are into turn
again,
select.
yep, let's see what they're gonna ban out. Now, while they could ban out Swain, I wouldn't think Swain would be a very priority ban because Swain early is not that strong. So let's see what they go for.
Oh,
Ooh, the
they
ban
banned
the
out the
Hecarim.
Hecarim. Yeah, that
It's
was
very
Hecarim was
understandable.
yeah Hecarim was like a big part of their victory the first game. Just the amount of
Yep,
pressure that
definitely.
Hecarim was putting out all over the map with
Especially with
his.
Ghost and Predator, he
Yep.
can just be over the map in a second.
Yep.
So let's see. The Weiger ban from Frozen Matrix's side, which very heavily enforces that they want to go something more dive heavy because Weiger really denies dive comps, you know?
Yep. That's true.
Ooh, a Renekton ban. Very interesting. I guess they don't want a lot of pressure on their top lane, considering Hecarim and Renekton are both like very good at bullying top lane.
That's true. But
So
if that is the case, that they want to sort of focus on the top lane, then we've already seen in the previous match that their top lane is really adept at playing Swain, and I know from personal experience with Manny that he is like a really good Swain player. So I'm not sure if Frozen Matrix would want to roll back and go for the Swain pick again.
Yep. I mean, if you've already played against Swain once and you're not banning him the second time, you must have thought of some sort of answer, right?
Yep, obviously.
So
Maybe
it
they have
seems
figured
like,
it out.
Oh, Moke is here.
uh,
Hey, Moke.
Hello,
oh,
hello,
hello.
I'm back.
I'm your third caster now, by the way. You don't know me, but I know
Uh,
you.
We are
I
live,
don't
by the
know
way.
you,
Um,
but
Right
I
now,
know
we're
you.
in Champ Select.
Also, it's very interesting because you see, if you look at Frozen Matrix, they're just banning mid laners. I don't think they like Anubis very much at all. It actually reminds me of that game with Wavictus Gaming where they literally banned 5 supports.
Yeah, I
So
remember that match. It was against. I've seen that match. I just don't remember it. Who was it? It was against? Hey, they're going. Even though Sura was up, they're going Ezreal and Yumi again for the
yeah, they're
safe
playing a
play.
very safe bot lane here. They don't want
They're
to play
playing
hard
mid.
on their bot lane.
I think where they're going is like you play bot save, and we'll just finish the game from top and mid. How about that?
Yeah.
Jinx is
So
coming up from
from
Shozi.
Apes United, the bot lane comp is actually very heavily poke based. So let's see how that factors into Yumin Ezreal. If Ezreal can keep his proper distance and actually continue to CS despite Jinx's rockets and Janus W, they went for a very safe pick with the Sion top lane who can basically go into any matchup without losing too hard. So that's kind of amazing, I guess. Ooh, so they picked the Mordekaiser. Damn, that's some heavy BM right there. We know we just beat your Mordekaiser really hard, and
Yeah.
now we're gonna pick it and beat you
Now,
with
now
it.
we're gonna show. Now we're gonna show you how to play Mordekaiser right,
Ooh.
the
All right,
right
well
way.
that's gonna
So
be rough,
Mordekaiser
I
is
guess.
actually really strong from what I know of Mordekaiser into tanks. Because he gets like
Yeah.
a really free lane, and then when his laning phase is over and he has a couple of items, he becomes completely unstoppable as far as diving onto the backline goes.
Yep, Mordekaiser is just really strong against melee matchups in general.
Yep. So we see a
Hmm.
Warwick ban from Frozen. I guess they're looking for more farm heavy type junglers, and we do see a Swain ban from Apes.
Maybe they're expecting a jungle Mordekaiser pick here because that's something that's very doable actually.
Oh yeah,
It's
I've
not
been
very
seeing that
easy,
in the
but
new
it's doable.
patches. Yeah, I've been seeing that
Could
in the
also
new
be
patches.
Mordekaiser mid, so
That's
it's a
true.
bit of a flex pick.
That's true.
Ooh, the Xin Zhao ban. Well, I mean, I do know Pakistani junglers really love playing Xin Zhao,
Yeah, that's
so I
true.
can definitely see why he's banned here.
Plus, Linzao is like more of that Hecarim style of jungler who ganks early and has a lot of early pressure.
Yep.
But they go for Kayn.
Actually, very interesting because if Apes United actually picks something that team fights significantly better than Mordekaiser or but than Kane, they would actually outdraft really hard here. And yeah, there it is, Jarvan. Which Jarvan isn't really a good pick here because the Ezreal can just E out of the Jarvan ult. So and the Kane can just Q out of it or just E out of it as well. So I guess they want to apply early pressure, but at the same time, they need some form. They need at least the mid game to properly utilize their comp, right? With the Fiddlesticks ult and the Sion ult, and Jinx needs at least 2-3 items.
That's
So
true.
it's actually
And
some
it
very
looks like
interesting drafting.
we're seeing a Fiddlesticks mid here.
Ooh, I guess you can't ban out all of them. So just considering both of the comps, I guess they're going for like a Death Dome style gameplay from Apes United here with Fiddlesticks and Jarvanalt, and hopefully Sign can come in and fill extra CC. And then you have Janna to peel your hybrid carry, which is Jinx, but the only issue is you have to actually get to mid to late game for that to properly work out. And from Frozen Matrix, it seems like a team comp that's based around team fighting. Although it's very questionable. It's like they have so many individual champions that don't really fit together on a chessboard, you know? Like you have Mordekaiser who's going to be doing his own 1v1, and then both Mordekaiser and Malzahar get countered really hard by QSS. So maybe that's why they pick both of those champions on the same team, because you can only QSS one of them.
Well, that's true,
So,
but QSS also like initiates the thing that we call the QSS stacks, obviously, because the enemy team has to build QSSs, and
oh
that
yeah,
means
definitely.
that their builds are a bit delayed.
Yep. 30 energy down the drain. Hmm. So I guess Frozen Matrix is definitely opting for something more mid-game-ish here. Once, Kane needs to get his forms to get really, get going. And I'd expect this to be a red Kane game because they need, a better front line for Ezreal Yumi to properly not get zoned and actually do their damage that's needed.
Yep, Red Cane is overall, I think, still better than Blue Cane, even though there's been a bunch of buffs to Blue Cane.
Oh, yeah, Blue Kane is still very strong. It's just in a team fight setting, if you properly know how to utilize Red Kane, it's just much better.
Yep. So we'll be moving to the pause screen while we wait for the spectator delay and the loading screen, and we'll see you guys in about 4.5 or 5 minutes.
Yay. Also, please share the stream. Thank you.
Show my heart the way to bleed, and I don't know what I can do about the way I feel right now. I can't bear without you. Will you stay? With me? Don't leave. show you the true light. Light me up and make me feel alright. 'Cause baby, we are always shining bright. Take me home tonight. Take me home just wanna show you the true light. Light me feel alright. Make me feel alright. We are always shining bright. Take me home tonight. I just wanna show you the true light. Light me up and make me feel alright. 'Cause baby, we are always shining bright. Take me home tonight. I just wanna show you the true light. Light me up and make me feel alright. 'Cause baby, we are always shining bright. Take me home tonight. I just wanna show you the true light. Light me up and make me feel alright. 'Cause baby, we are
We're live.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back in the LCS again. Now we have Frozen Matrix versus Ape United, Game 2. Frozen Matrix is on the red side and Apes are on the blue side.
Yep, and just to inform our viewers that Tempest had to leave because he had his own game in a little bit, so it's going to be me and Mook casting again. So Mook, what have you seen that's different about this comp from Apes United than the comp that they ran in the previous game? Did they do anything
I
better
think
this
they
time?
I think they first of all they realized the mistake that they shouldn't go for the that much early game potential. Like, or at least the late game potential. The Jax picks was the horrible of all. You don't just go Jazz pick if you're not comfortable at it. This is not a solo queue game anymore. Like you can't just pick Jazz and play solo and then win out of nowhere by farming your own jungle. You have to play as a team. You have to realize that your top lane is losing and you have to gank while Swain was continuously pushing him under the tower. So that was their that's what they went wrong. I think they have. Let's see what they do. I'm excited to see how this comp will work out. They have pretty good team fights. They have Fiddle, Jarvan, Sion, and Jinx just doing the rockets on them from behind if they work it out.
And we're
So I
also
hope
seeing
it
the
works out for them.
Fiddlesticks. We're also seeing the Fiddlesticks mid. We haven't seen this since like season 2 or something. This used to be like a meta
Uh,
pick in.
that is something about Anubis. He plays champions very weirdly. Like he it is one of his main. I got a BRB.
Okay, sure. So we're looking at a gank top again. Kayn is looking for a gank onto Sion. Looks like Lich is going to go for it. Just a level 1 Sion. They can try to dive it, but they decide not to. And they just give up on the dive. Sion is now going to have to burn through his corrupting potion stacks in order to try and survive in this lane. But again, we see top lane focus from Frozen Matrix.
So Manny is doing what he does usually, winning the lane, as we have
Yep,
seen in the
and
last game.
we did get a really early gank from Lich towards the top side as well.
Oh, you
Which,
did.
yeah, which didn't
See, I
burn
told
anything,
you.
but it did burn
what
a lot of science HP, which means that Manny got a lot of
he did
advantage in
end
the
up
lane.
burning something. So
Yeah,
okay. So see, I told you what Liz does. He takes a camp, he goes to gank. He takes a camp, he goes to gank again. That's what he does. That's what he's good at. Though Apes need to somehow counter that. Like they know where Kane will be right now since he ganked top after red. He will be going blue and then he will be going bot. So let's see if he can counter that in any way.
Frankie going
Since
aggressive
he's
in the
playing
bot
aggressively,
lane. This is
yeah, I
going to
think
be
Frankie will end
a
up winning.
yep.
What was that? Why would you? Oh my god, that is horrible for me. Like, I expected so much out of Chelsea, but Frankie is just outplaying him so hard.
And you can't underestimate the Yumi healing. It's just so
Yeah, Yumi Holding is
insane.
so insane. He's dead. No, he's not. Oh my god.
Oh, he
Yes,
got
he's dead.
executed.
Oh, he got executed.
Oh,
Well, we do
man
see
is going to
Mordekaiser
man
almost
it.
dying.
Ooh, he
Oh, nice
almost turned around
flashes.
a 1v2 gank there.
Manny is unstoppable right now. He is like a beast.
And again, we
You
see
see,
a really early
bot
aggressive start from Frozen.
bot lane, yeah, yeah. As you saw, you don't 2v2 a champion early if you have like healing on the opposite team, and you all you do is have shields. Even with the Yumi's nerf, he's still like shitting on Jinx and Janna, which is very weird.
And again, the scaling on the bot side is towards Apes United because they have a Jinx and a Janna. Both of them scale really hard. The Jinx becomes hyper carry status, and she can start one-shotting people.
You know they even have a counter for that kind of hyper carry. They have Kayn, they have Malzahar, and they even have Mordekaisers are like they can just take out Jinx out of anywhere.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Plus, Jinx also has to invest in a QSS, so that will delay her scaling even more. We're looking at like a gank in the mid
We
lane.
see a potential gank from that fail flash, but let's see. Oh, it was good TP from Mordekaiser
Denies the counter gank.
and saves the player. Lich is like the MVP for Frozen right now. He is saving every gank on every lane. He's counter ganking, he is normal ganking, and he's farming his own jungle, which is very strong.
He is behind on minions about he's about 2 camps behind the Jarvan, but
Yeah, he's 2 cam behind, but they're on almost the same level. Like, still, I would say Frozen still have more pressure on the game than what Jarvan has caused.
yep, definitely.
It's sad to see that Apes United top lane was behind when he was playing Mord, and he's still behind when he is against Mord. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. Let's hope Jarvan takes it out. Like, Jarvan knows that top lane doesn't have flash, and he's still playing around bot, which is, I'm not sure what he is thinking right now. Let's just hope that he's thinking straight.
Yeah, and every time we pan over to the top lane, we see that the Mordekaiser is pushed up and he's trying to harass the side and the lane. So this is like a really good opportunity for Jarvan to just go in, and even if he doesn't burn a flash, or even if he doesn't kill the Mordekaiser, he at least puts a lot of pressure on him, and saves his top laner from getting all this pressure in the tower.
Yeah, true.
Don't know if that trade was worth it or not. Shows he took a trade and missed a cannon for it.
Uh, well, the AD carry that knows how to deny the cannon cam, which is very important. Like, you know that he's gonna come for cannon. You just have to poke him out and deny the cannon. This is very
No, but I guess
Normal.
Shozi sort of denied his own cannon because
He had to go poke.
yeah, because he had to go poke.
Oh, priorities, you know. I would rather poke you.
We
Hey,
see
we
an
see an engage
ultimate,
coming from.
but
Malzahar burns
that
his
was a
R.
really good flash from Malzahar. He flashed
Sorry, flash.
right before the fear came out.
Yeah, it was really good.
Side note, just to go back to the lane, and we're seeing Gain hanging around here.
Cyan doesn't even have to use his TP. He's just like I will R into
Both
help you.
junglers are on the top side.
We see a TP coming from mid laner. I think Mordekaiser will die here because there are like three people of Apes United, but
Side needs to be really
they are
careful
both
here.
low, and they take the kill. Finally, something to be happy on. Kane is still around top lane. I think he will get the kill. Oh
Yep,
my
he's
god, he flashed into it.
6.
Why would you
Ooh.
EQ before? Oh, that's a nice engage. I'm
That was
still
actually
not
not
sure.
that was actually not bad because he EQ'd over and smited the
He should
Grom.
have waited. He should have waited for like Kane to come out of his R, so he could
Yeah,
just
that's
like
true. So he
EQ
could EQ
outside.
over and then yeah,
He flashed late. He had flash, but he flashed late. He would. I don't know. There was a lot of misplays at once,
that's true, that's
which
true.
could have been avoided. But I'm not. Again, I'm not sure why they're still going for the plays that they do not have to.
Again, we're seeing about a 2.3k gold lead, 2.4k gold lead at 10 minutes for Frozen Matrix. We saw around a 3k gold lead in the last game around 10 minutes.
No, actually, it was like way more. The 2K goal lead was on 5 minutes because of the early ganks on top.
Oh yeah, maybe I'm misremembering here. Looks like another gank onto
Again.
Malzahar. Okay.
So apes are finally getting them back together. They know how to take an advantage of that. With Mal's no flash up, they can legit gank them, gank the mid lane again and again and get an advantage of that. All you gotta do is gank the Judgment Cut when he does not have any flash.
Apes will get a dragon off of that. Unfortunately, it's just an ocean dragon. It's not going to do too much for them.
Ocean Drake early is very good for like bot lane and mid lane. You don't go out of mana.
That's true. It's good for laning.
Uh, I'm still yeah, it's good for laning. I'm still not sure why the people don't prefer that. Like if it's Cloud Drake, that's okay. But if it's Ocean Drake, you should really contest it at least because it's just free mana for the team.
Honestly, like at this point in time, when the laning phase is going to be over in about 4 minutes, I don't know how much of a value you should put on to the Ocean Drake here. Because Ocean Drake early at like 5 or 6 minutes, that's really strong because you get to utilize it all the laning phase. But at this point in the game where the laning phase is almost over, when the turret platings fall, I don't know how much value you should be putting on to the Ocean Drake.
Mordekaiser is just like he took him into R. You see the animation?
Yep, I
That's
see
him
the
in being R.
animation. That's even in R.
Uh, oh my god. I think Mordekaiser will take Jarvan with him as well.
Yep,
Yep, he will.
that was a 2v1. Frankie flashes,
Oh,
and
we
we
see a
also have an
flash.
engage in the mid lane. Anubis also
There,
flashes.
there's fighting going on everywhere. Like
Yep, flash is being burned left and right. Looks like Frozen is trying to dive the bot lane. It's really easy to dive with Gain because you get the aggro reset on the turret. Apes top laner is getting completely destroyed once again.
Uh, okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I legit have to
No
babysit a
issues.
kid on. Like, he is moving here and there. He's very little, and I have to cast with that.
The top laner died again, so we're getting a snowball from the top side once
Yeah,
again.
I'm looking at it, but I just could not say anything because he was like, ah, bah, bah.
We have 2x CS advantage again, almost 2x CS advantage
We're on the
in
top
the
lane.
top lane. Yeah,
Great. He's dying again.
that was a good Sonya's, but not enough to save the Fiddlesticks. And Apes did manage to turn around at least one kill, but it does end up being a 1-for-1 in the very end. Looks like Mordekaiser took the Jarvan into
Great
his
disengage
ultimate.
from Jarvan, but I don't think he still come out of.
The Jarvan
Yeah,
was
he did come out
inside
of
the
it, but
Mordekaiser ultimate, so
Jarvan
even
is clueless right now. Like you can see, everyone is trying to play and do something. At least if you're that behind in your own jungle, you should at least stay with the team sides. It is not worth going for somewhere else. Great disengage from Frankie and R coming in from Yumi. I'm still not sure if
this
they can turn this around.
yeah this
Frankie's
lane
passive play,
is this lane is
yeah, Frankie's passive
really
play is
easy.
finally working out for him. He is like he plays passive and he waits for the right opportunity. I have played against him and I know he doesn't look for any engages.
Looks like Fiddle is going to be dead here. He's just going to accept death and move
Manny is
on.
just unstoppable in these two games. He's like, I'll show you how to play Mordekaiser. This is how you play Mordekaiser. But the way you played, it is not how you play a Mordekaiser. So
It
we have seen
must.
like Bigger, you remember the game we saw where Mordekaiser like won before Quadra?
Yeah, I remember that
It
game.
was last week.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, I
casting with
remember that
Frankie.
game.
Like everyone who has played Mordekaiser has really showed us something different. They showed us how a Mordekaiser work. Like Mordekaiser should be a top ban for every one of them.
I think a lot of teams don't actually know how to play versus Mordekaiser, because Mordekaiser
Or
is like a
yeah,
really new champion, rework basically, and he's a lot of people are just sort of clueless because he brings in this this
yeah, his toolkit is really different. Yeah, he
Darius
is
like
no, I would say he's Nessus on weeds or something like that. Like he queues harder and longer than Nessus.
yeah, that's true.
He can literally take 20% of your HP late game, or even in the like after two items, he queues you and your 40% of HP is gone. There, we see a flash going on from Mordekaiser to jump into them, and Kane is here. Nice denial from Yuna.
And we actually see a blue cane.
We are seven. Of course, he will go blue Kane. He has to take out Jinx only. He doesn't even have to do anything else. He just takes out Jinx and Fiddle, and you're good in the game. You see, Jarvan is not even in the game right now. You can just ignore him. He is not doing anything. All you gotta do is,
Mordekaiser takes Jinx
I
into
think
the
Mordekaiser will
ultimate.
win here. Yep.
He's going
Yeah, he
to.
wins.
Oh,
The thing is, it's 17 minutes in the game. It's
yeah.
17 minutes in the game, and you're still not seeing any item on Jinx right now. She should at least have a Infinity Edge.
Yeah, she went for the
I
Zeal
mean,
early. I'm not sure why that was.
yeah,
She should
that is
have
that is really
probably.
clueless.
Yeah, she should probably complete her Infinity Edge and then went for the attack
Yeah,
speed.
right now with those 1200 goals, she would have had Infinity Edge already, which will do enough damage for Mordekaiser to be dead right now. Meanwhile, Ezreal have his two items almost completed. I think on his next recall he will have Triforce ready.
Yep. Only 333 gold for that combine.
Yeah, he
There it
have it.
is.
There you go. He also get a shield, spell shield or whatever it is. Oh, he moves it back and goes for a long sword. Hey, we're stalking you. He does have good farm though. Like he has the highest farm in the team, in both teams actually. So Ezreal and Yumi has finally worked for them. Do we see an upcoming ban in next teams that they have? The teams are knocking out, right? Like if they lose the
Yeah,
match, they will
so
get knocked out.
this is the knockout stage. So this is like do or die for Apes. If they lose this game, then they're
I
out of
think
the
it is.
tournament.
I think it is die for them. It is not even a do at this point. They're way behind. Malzahar is ahead. Mordekaiser is fat as fuck. Kane is 2-1. Azrael is farmed. I don't think there's any way they can do anything. What do you think? What are your views on this?
Yeah, in this game, I think they sort of misplayed their game objectives and they had a few bad early team fights. Jinx is just going to die.
Jinx is just getting bullied. Like Malzahar didn't even have to use his flash. Neither did Kane. They all go and like just are, and she's dead.
I think in both games, Frozen had an idea of exactly what they wanted to do with their picks and with their team comp, and
But they couldn't do it. Yeah.
Apes didn't really have any idea of what they were trying to do, or even if they had an idea of what they were trying to do, they couldn't really execute on it correctly.
Frozen at this point they're like drafting for their own team. Like they know if our one lane doesn't work, we have to make the other lane work. So that is why bot lane is always playing passive, so they can at least do something out of it. Mordekaiser takes. Oh my goodness! Did you see that
Mordekaiser,
HP on
yeah,
Mordekaiser?
Mordekaiser is
Oh my
sort of
god!
insane.
He just
Janna might have actually saved the Mordekaiser there. Ooh, that was a really nice Sonya's, and
he
he
is not
lives.
dying. Manny is
He,
going unstoppable
ooh,
here.
that Jinx
He
ult.
is not dying today. And it's an ace for Apes. He is not dying there. He is unstoppable right now. And I don't think it can go any other way.
Yep, at this point, I think it's sort of over. We see an almost 11k, well, more than 11k lead.
Hey, we have got a lot of audience in the chat.
Yeah, we do. We have 18 viewers.
18?
Yeah.
That's nice. That is like another record for us or something.
Oh no, we had one stream a couple of weeks ago where there were like 40 something viewers. I have no clue where they came from.
Yeah. I think this is GG well played for Apes right now.
Frozen may go back and look for this Baron before ending.
I see a guy saying like I play Jinx a lot, and this guy is saying like hello Mux, stop feeding. Hey, that's not me. See, someone else feeds too. At least in the custom games, I do not even feed like that much in team games. I usually go like 0-3 or something. I do not go 0-5.
I believe that's Waffle. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, it is Buffalo. Oh my god.
Oh, might see a dive onto Jinx again.
Jinx is gone.
Oh, they actually go onto the Jarvan there. That was actually like a really bad team fight from Frozen because they went onto the really wrong target. They
Do
went
you think
onto
that
the
do you think they can pull it around? I think they can pull it around, but Mordekaiser will just like do 1v5 from behind.
yeah, the Mordekaiser is, but the Jinx actually
We
lives.
have
The
seen it.
Jinx,
No, how about they have used everything on the other team? Do you think Mordekaiser can still pull this off? I think he can pull it off.
it's gonna be really hard. I think
Yeah. Oh my God. Everyone is flashing away from the Mord. Like, no, this is the raid boss. We go
he
away.
BMs and walks away, but he couldn't take anyone with him. That was like a really bad team
Yeah.
fight from Frozen because the Kayn completely dumped all of his damage into the Jarvan, and the Jarvan lived through it. And then the Jinx was free firing from behind, and the Fiddle was in between everyone with his ultimate.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that's enough to actually turn the game around because it's just really far ahead. Frozen is just really far ahead. We'll most probably see them setting up for the Baron real soon, and then they will try and take the Baron and end that way. Yep, you see Judgment clearing out the vision.
If you had to name an MVP for this game, who would you say?
I think if you say anyone other than Manny, it'd be trolling.
Yeah, I would definitely agree on that. But I would say that Jin, sorry, not Jin, Lich. Lich had a lot of doing in how what Manny is right now. But even though he was winning the 1v1, Lich did a lot in whole of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
He is like, yeah, he is like pushing them back and back and back. If any lane is winning, you will see Lich ganking and make sure that you're not winning. Now he's going on the Jinx and he will get
And the
her. Yep.
Jinx gets two shot.
I feel so bad for her. Like I have been in that place and feel what that, bro.
We see the GVs coming out in chat, and Lich is BMing a
I
little
would say,
bit.
I would say, been there, done that. Oh, Lich is just BMing them. Like, okay, you cannot kill me, but I will die to the turret. Can we see Mordekaiser finally dying? Please show us, boys. Oh, Mordekaiser takes Jarvan to another realm, a realm of his own, and Jarvan manages to survive. Hey, Frank,
For
free
two
kill for
seconds
Frankie.
more. For 2 seconds more.
Free kill for Frankie. Frankie's like, oh my god, there's a Jarvan free kill. And Jinx is gonna die again? No?
Oh, she gets
Yeah?
pulled, and she's dead.
Yeah, she's
I feel so bad for this Jinx.
I feel so bad for her. Like I have been legit been there. Like, when they say been there, done that. I would say been there, had that. Meanwhile, Anubis is trying to do something.
Well, I guess
I
they're
will
just
ask him what
BMing
he's
at
trying to
this
do.
point.
So it is a GG, well played for Apex United. They had a good run while it lasted, but this game was definitely a reminder for them why they should play better next game. Or not. Hey, we have Spirituous game coming up. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, so we have the Spiritus game coming up. Uh, it is going to be Spiritus versus Noble Alliance phase. And yeah, so stick around for that game. That game is going to be in a different stream. Like, so we're gonna end the stream and then we're gonna start another stream for that game, just so that we keep everything
Okay, are we streaming
organized.
that one?
Yep, we are streaming that one. You can stick around for the cast if you want. I believe you have another caster as well.
I told you I have to go, but I will come back for the second
Okay,
game if there is
okay,
any. How
that
about
sounds
that?
good.
Are
All
you going
right.
to keep? Are you going to keep the stream running, or are you going to close it?
Now I'm gonna close the stream and then we're gonna start it again for the second game, just so that everything remains organized.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we'll see you guys in the other stream. Thanks for watching.